Welcome to the 25 Days of Christmas. My name's Shelley Miller.
And I'm Ken. And we are here. The question of this year is, what hope do you find in Jesus? Or what hope has Jesus given you? So I don't know if you got a chance to watch the inspirational podcast that Pastor Dina and Don Hampton did such a wonderful job with over the past couple months. But you got to hear a little bit of our story. So I want to share with you, coming out of that testimony, my life verse, and that was Acts 2:28. It says, "I have shown you the way of life, and I will fill you with the joy of my presence." And for a long time in my life, I was seeking joy in all the wrong places. And Jesus was not in our marriage, so I didn't really know what that hope that the Bible talks about through Christ was all about. I was trying to fill and find that hope with all kind of other things. And it wasn't until I had my moment of clarity, like we like to say in recovery, that I realized that the true hope of life is Jesus. And once you surrender to that and realize that when you seek Him in your life, doesn't matter what you've done, it doesn't matter where you're at, but you can find real lasting hope. And it's not like this, oh, I hope I win the lottery kind of hope, or I hope my team wins the Super Bowl kind of thing. It's assurance, it's a promise, it's guaranteed, it's God is faithful, and He has said, I will show you the way of life and fill you with the joy of my presence. And I got to experience that. And everybody who surrenders to Christ and asks Him into your life finds that hope. And I hope that you will as well.
And thank you. That was really wonderful. So segueing to me, I was also a part of that podcast. So one of my life verses, the life verse is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. And I did share that in the podcast, but I wanted to share it a little bit more and kind of break it down a little bit for you. So it's, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. So that became a very pivotal life verse for me during the darkest time in my life. And it was just such a hope for me in knowing I don't have to trust my own understanding of something. I can trust in God. I can trust in the Lord, and that's the best thing that I can do. I don't have to trust in my own abilities, my circumstances, because my circumstances at the time seemed so dire. But this verse really spoke to me, and it said, you don't have to do this by yourself. You can trust in me. And then the next part of the verse is acknowledge or lean not on your own understanding. So, and same thing, leaning on my own understanding, I can start to feel like things are just out of control. Things can't be any better. But I don't have to see things that way. The Lord knows my tapestry, my story, and He is paving the way. And if I just trust Him, He will make that the right path for me. So that has been, so meaningful to me. And another part of that as well is just kind of bringing it back to the hope that we have in Jesus. That is my hope, is that I can trust in Him, that if I acknowledge everything to Him, He will make my path straight. So just wanted to share that with everybody today, remind you about that verse. Everybody has their own life verse, but feel free to steal mine, no problem, because it will be life-changing if you start to actually apply what that verse is telling you. So thanks for letting us share.
And just one more thing to add. As a couple, we have learned and are still learning to do things together that is God-focused. So devotions, Bible reading, and there are times that we all get really, really busy, and that can be neglected. And it's so important. God has put it on our hearts to encourage others to do that, and to grow closer to God as a couple, to strengthen marriages, to strengthen families. And we hope that getting to share a little bit of the hope that we have encourages you. Obviously, Jesus is the hope, not only of our individual lives, but our families, our communities, the nation, the world. He is the hope that we get to sing about and celebrate this time of year. So
it's the reason for the season.
That's right.
Jesus is.
That's right. So
from our family to yours, Merry Christmas and God bless.